Do you need another iPad? The real question is, does anyone really need this? The iPad Mini 7. I have the old iPad Mini 2 here, and I've had this forever and a day. Just had the screen replaced on it because it was cracked in the corner. And I use this mostly for the monitor for that camera shot, so I can see from here what I'm shooting. But let's get this unboxed, have a look at what you get inside it, and of course, whether or not I need to have this in my collection and what I would use this for. That is quite beautiful, isn't it? I had the iPad Mini 6, and I gotta say, I wasn't a fan. Maximum storage was 256. It was slow. For me, it was buggy. And more importantly, the battery died so quickly, it wasn't funny. Wasn't the same experience for people like Patrick Rambles or Henny the Business. They both absolutely love theirs. And normally, anything they buy, I have no issue with buying because their recommendation is good as gold. And so I thought I'd give the iPad Mini 7 a try. But once I bought this, I then watched Patrick's video. And what I saw in that video was the jelly scrolling hasn't gone away. I'm in the store, checked it out, exactly the same story. It's buggy as hell still. Now, it's a lot better than the last one, but it is still there. The other problem with this is the screen hasn't changed. It's still the same display. This thing doesn't have Face ID. I just think it's tedious putting your finger around the top. You know, you've got better things to be doing with your fingers most of the time. I can't believe it doesn't have that. Secondly, yes, it's got support for iPad Pencil Pro, but they could have put the M1 chip in here easily. I played around with this in store, and I hope I haven't led you on with this, but I bought this specifically as a Kindle for my wife. That's why I went for the 128 gigabyte, because I could never survive with less than 512 on something like this. I've got a phone that's got a terabyte of space. I was so stoked about the 7 coming out, thinking finally they'll put an M1 chip or even an M2 chip in here. They'll give it a 1 terabyte drive so I can do all of my video editing on this. They'll give it USB-C Thunderbolt support, so you can, is it Thunderbolt support or Lightning support, whatever, so you can do really fast drive access. I could then take my memory cards out, my cameras, transfer all my photographs over, then dump them onto an SSD. Do you need an iPad Mini 7? I don't think so. I think get yourself an iPad Pro 11-inch, secondhand. These things are blazingly fast. They'll do everything you want them to do. It's cheaper now by far, especially if you get an M1. You can treat it like junk because it's going to cost you 1/3 of the price of one of these. This thing, if you go for the 512 gigabyte Wi-Fi and cellular, is almost $1,000. I mean, I'm sure you can get one of these secondhand for about 350 quid. Because when I tried to trade this one with Apple, they only offered me 300 for it. So you must be able to get one for 350, 400, and probably get an Apple Pencil with it as well. Looking at it from this angle, it's a lot bigger than the iPad Mini, and not really the kind of thing that'll fit in your pocket, but I'd buy that. And if you are going to buy an iPad Mini, maybe wait a few months and buy one second hand, because again, to spend 500 to 900 quid on this thing when it's just a big bad iPhone. It doesn't have Face ID. It's a bad iPhone. I just can't see the point of it, sadly. Unbelievable device in concept, awful device in reality. And save your money, just stick to your phone. Buy the keyboard that I suggested a couple of weeks ago in one of my other videos, and I will link that. No, I won't link it there because I don't know how anyone does that. I'll link it down there. This could be the thumbnail, James. Look at the way I'm degrading myself. But maybe I should do that. Oh, like I'm being... I won't say it.